When you extracted the PDF document, was there data, media, photographs attached to that PDF document?
Yes, they were.
Was it over 50 GB worth of data, media, photographs that was extracted together with the PDF document?
I remember it was a bunch around 20 GB, I think.
20 GB. Okay. Did you produce that media, that data, those images, those videos in your evidence yesterday?
Yesterday, no, I did not produce it.
You also confirmed that this report,
Yes,
which you've titled examination report, you were guided on how to prepare it.
not guided how to prepare it, but IO, after the IO went through the whole document and managed to find out what was relevant to the case, he told me that this is the evidence that I'm going to rely on, so I need it to be included in the report.
Thank you. That's very important to me. So, what is contained here is what the IO told you he will rely on in the case.
Yes. True.
The remaining data was not important to the IO, according to you, in your view.
That's what the IO told me. So.
Okay. Because why this is important is if I go now to the memo exhibit, the memo exhibit, which is exhibit 13A.
Yes.
You already given, we went through it yesterday with my senior, you were given the particulars, but what was your instructions was to retrieve WhatsApp text messages, email conversations, images, photos, call logs, and any other relevant information.
True.
My understanding was that you were required now to examine and produce a report that was relevant to this memo. Is that the case? Would that be a proper understanding?
No, that's not a proper understanding. If I can clarify, mine was to act according to what the IO had requested for me to extract the images and the WhatsApp and everything. And then for him, was for him to go and peruse or go through the whole extraction, the images and the photos and the videos, for him to go through it and see what is relevant to his case.
So why is the title examination? Was that an error, an oversight?
It's not an oversight.
Okay. Are you aware if Corporal Kibe has any training in digital analysis?
I don't think he has. I'm not aware.
Are you aware if he has any training in the machine Celebrate?
I don't know.
You do not know?
Yes.
Did he present you any qualifications to demonstrate that he'd be able to understand what you had generated?
As an investigator, I just know that it was already what I already retrieved was okay. What I had already retrieved from the mobile phone was something that you could go through and understand.
Okay, thank you. Now, you do understand the importance of a forensic report.
I do.
And the critical role it plays nowadays in technology, especially in ATPU.
I do.
And you do know that sometimes it is even more accurate than witness testimony.
It is.
Would a redacted, heavily redacted examination report be as useful as a full report in your investigations?
Can you rephrase the question again?
If you have a data report that has given you everything that happened between 11th December and 13th December, if I redacted it and only selectively picked one or two instances, would it still be reliable to you? Would it pass the test of a forensic report?
Basically,
Let me rephrase the question. Should a report have integrity?
it should have integrity.
Should it be objective? Should it be objective?
It should.
Should it be comprehensive?
It should be comprehensive.
Is your exhibit 13C objective in your view?
It is objective.
It is objective.
Yes.
I will demonstrate to you otherwise. Why do you say it's objective?
Because I've captured what the IO had requested.
Had requested. Okay. Do you think it passes a test of integrity?
It passes. It does.
Why do you say that?
Because it was I gave the IO two reports, which the first one was the forensic examination report that had 76,000 pages.
Yes.
And then now this one is
That's
a
the one
summary.
you produced. 76,000 you said you've not produced, and we'll get to that in a few. This one, this one, is it full? Can you call it integrity? Does it have full disclosure, this particular one, of what you examined? What you produced before this court, is it full disclosure?
It's not full disclosure.
Thank you. In the full report, did you extract every single data on the phone, or did you focus on the material day?
No, I managed to extract everything from the
Everything.
form, and that's why the PDF, the report was bulky.
Do you need to use the phone anymore now that you extracted all the data that was on the phone up until today, because the phone is still in the custody of the police? Would you still need it?
I don't think so, because we usually have a backup copy of the.
You've backed up. Okay. Now, why these questions were important is because, as you've seen, the offenses here, at the time we got the memo, was assault. Now, this is a murder case, and I want to give you the accused side of the story. And I want to demonstrate to you why your data was selectively picked to avoid giving the information that corroborated the accused.
I went to a brief and gave the report to the IO.
And for clarification's sake, the brief analysis was guided by the IO Corporal Kibei.
After Corporal Kibe went through the document,
the brief examination was guided by Corporal Kibei, as you testified yesterday.
Refresh the question, I'm not getting.
You said there's comprehensive examination and a brief examination. You conducted a brief examination. Now I'm asking you, that brief examination you conducted, was it guided, or wasn't it guided by Corporal Kibei, as you testified yesterday?
When I went, I did a brief examination on the PDF on the 76,000 pages.
I'm looking at your report here, and just answer the question so that we move forward. These are not hard questions. Was this digital examination report presented as Exhibit 13C? Was it the brief examination? Does it detail the brief examination you conducted on this main one?
Yes, it does.
Were you guided on how to prepare it by Corporal Kibei?
not guided how to prepare it, but what to include that pertain
What to
to
include?
evidence that was relevant to the case. Not guided.
Tell me what you included on your own volition. The report is here, 24 pages. Tell me what you included that you found relevant on this investigation. Point to any page. I'll scroll quickly here.
Mine as a digital forensic examiner is to indicate the digital forensic process that I undertook on the extraction of the phone.
So let me ask again. In this report, 24 pages, please point to what you put in that you are not guided by today. Name anything that you examined and you decided it was relevant and you put in. 24 pages.
There's nothing.
Huh?
There's nothing that I placed there that was.
Okay. Repeat that question, answer again. It's very important to us. There's nothing that you put here that was?
What I placed there is what I was guided by I was informed by the IO that was relevant to the case. That's what included in the report.
Now, as we move forward, do you know the definition of doctored document?
I don't know.
You do know.
Yes,
what do you think a doctored document is?
A document that has been altered.
Altered?
Yes.
Omissions?
Omissions are also.
Omissions are important?
Yes.
It could mean a document is doctored?
Yes, it would mean so.
If it's to make it misleading, to give a different narrative than what actually is? Is that a doctored document?
It is also.
Okay. I'm taking you back now to where I left off. The time you were preparing this report, witness statements had been recorded and investigations had been ongoing. And the first fact, the instructions that were received and from the evidence that has been submitted, the day started on 11th December 2022, when the accused left the house to go and be with some friends. So I'm telling you that it's important so that you know if indeed this document you produced was doctored. So we'll go step by step on what transpired. Again, the evidence that has been tendered is that the deceased was very aggressive, very violent, according to the information in the testimony, and maybe perhaps insecure.
I'm not privy to that.
You're not privy to that. I'll get to the question. Now, we are going to go to the call logs and see if the call logs would give a particular narrative to support the evidence that so far has been presented, either by the state and the prosecution and the defense. So if you go to the main documents, actually before I move, there's a, let's go to your exhibit MI5 13C, and on page on page 5. Are you there? Of his report, exhibit MI5.
Yes, I'm there on page 5.
I've put it up there. The evidential files of interest is the deceased contact.
Yes.
You confirm that?
I confirm that.
We will not read the full number, but you confirm it ends with 222. Actually, let me read the last four numbers because there's another similar number with 222.
Yeah,
The last four numbers are 022. 0222.
Yes, 0222.
That's the deceased number. You confirm that?
Yes, that's what I have.
In this MFI 13, did you attach any messages or communications that were generated from this phone? That number, 022, the deceased number. Let's call it now the deceased number.
No, I did not.
You did not. Yes. And this document contains text messages on page 5, page 7, and I want you to confirm that as we go along. Page 5, page 7.
Yes.
Page 8.
Yes, they do.
Page 9.
Yes.
Page 10.
Page 10, yes.
Page 11.
11, yes.
5, 7, 8. 9. 10. Do you confirm? I want you to verbally.
Yes. 9, 10. Continue.
11.
11, yes.
12.
12.
13.
Yes, 13.
14.
14, yes.
15. 16.
16, yes.
17.
17, yes.
18.
18, yes.
Did you attach any of those pages, messages emanating from the files of interest, the number from the deceased? Any message from him?
Messages in relation to the deceased.
Yes. Did you attach even one single message from that number, that contact you said here, you highlighted?
No, I do not.
Okay. In this phone, were there messages from that number to the accused person?
Yes, there was.
So you agree some data was omitted from this report? Sorry, let me rephrase that. You agree crucial data was omitted from this report?
I won't say omitted because that's what I was being.
It's a simple fact. You said it's not that. So you agree crucial data, because this is a matters of interest. Crucial data was omitted. Is that a yes or no?
I wouldn't know if it was crucial because I wouldn't know if it was crucial because that's what I was told to. I was informed that was incriminating information.
You have a page here I'm displaying. You say the evidential files of interest and the deceased contact, and you've put the number. So it's your testimony that anything that emanated from that number was not crucial.
I'll leave that to the IF come and explain.
I'm asking you as a document examiner, as our forensic examiner. That data was not important. Let me ask you, was that data important? Will that data be important?
It would be important.
Thank you.